Okay, this is Ringwalk Media in association with Well Ice Therapy and Steel Hub Management. Josh Holmes, 6 rounds, bloody hard fight, but a very good win.
That was a good 6 rounds. You know what, I needed that 6 rounds as well. I actually haven't probably done 6 rounds probably in a couple of years. I've stopped. No, that's right. I've had 1 6 round in probably the last 2 years, 3 years, because I've been stopping kids in first, second and third round. So I needed that, and it was a game. Probably made it a little bit hard for myself at times. Probably want to trade it a little bit more than I should because I'm not used to people that game, you know what I mean? So when they throw it, you want to just get a bit stuck in it. I should have probably stuck to my boxing a little bit more, but we got the win, didn't we? And that's exactly what I needed. I've been dying for something like that, you know, a bit of pressure. It's all good boxing, these kids when they're going on back foot, but you need that bit of pressure, and I could have done better, but look, we got the win and we move on.
One of the things I liked about that fight, especially put a mid-range at round 4-5, you were listening to what Joe was saying to you and executing what he was saying, and it was working well, wasn't it?
You know what? I think in the fourth round, I boxed brilliantly, and I should have just kept to that. But I just got drawn into his fight a little bit too much. But you know, this is what learning's about. I'll probably go into the next fight and learn from this a lot. That fourth round, if I'd boxed like that, you know what I mean, I'd have won a lot easier. Hurt him to the body in the last round. The ref didn't see that body shot.
Well, we've actually got it on camera, and it was a body shot.
Body shot, and he were hurt because it sunk him. So if I had a little bit left of that round, I'd have got him out of there. But that's what it is. Don't always have to get him out in first and second round. I'm not the sort of fighter to do that. I grow over the rounds, so inspired. I'm not getting warm until third and fourth round. So once I get in my rhythm a little bit more, that shot just came off. It sunk him.
You need fights like that, like you've said, and if you're going to start stepping up and going for titles, that's imperative to have fights like that, isn't it?
Exactly. Yeah. Look, this is what we're in the game for. We're not in the game for easy fights. At the end of the day, I want to make a career out of it. So there's going to be people coming to take my winning record, and I'm going to come take theirs. So let's hope we just get some good fights on, and let the best man win.
Well, I did notice 1 or 2, and I won't tell you who it was, but there were 1 or 2, so we say, rival promoters there tonight, and they were watching your fight very, very carefully.
Were they? I don't actually know who were there, to be honest. So
there were 1 or 2, and I've got a funny feeling the phone might be ringing very soon.
Let's hope so. Look, I'm here. I'm still young. I'm hungry. I want these fights. So get me on these, bigger platforms, and let me.
The gaffer's like ruling you. he's done you over, mate.
Joe knows what I'm capable of. It's still scratching the surface what I've done in there. There's a lot of things I could have done better. Like I say, just getting drawn into the fight a little bit too much, a little bit sloppy with my hands. But that's what it's all about, isn't it? It's just learning. I've had 13 fights, but let's be honest, the opposition hasn't been the greatest. So it's probably it'll be obviously my toughest test. That's what I need. I want to get straight back out there now. You know what I mean? In the next month or two, just get straight back out and get these learning fights in.
That's the key, and obviously, there's a lot of the lads tonight are saying the same thing. They want to get a bit of activity going this year. If you're going to start stepping up for English and British titles and European options, you've got to be consistently fighting every 4 or 5 weeks, haven't you?
Obviously, yeah, of course. And, we're sparring 3 times a week. It's just a spar end of the day, 6 rounds like that. So it's a tough spar. So just get straight back out there, and we get ready for these bigger fights.
Well, listen, I'll tell you what. Your lot were bloody noisy tonight, weren't you? You had a few here, mate.
They always are, aren't they? They get on that mad bus, don't they? They get all messy, and then they never stop until they get home.
Well, listen, Kevin Murray put you on the show again tonight. Great show as always, but none of this is possible without sponsors, of course. Even at your level, your turn to give them a little plug if you want. Here we go. Now, can you remember them all?
Oh, yeah, I always forget them.
Why don't you just hold the shirt up and we'll get them?
We've got Maverick Star Trust. I'm ambassador for their charity. They're doing great things for the sport. They're bringing grassroots boxing through. CG Machinery, Skipton Self Drive, Plant, JH Grooming, Perform Physio, Saltford Garden Centre. They all played a big part in my career. And them little bits of sponsorship, they're massive. You know what I mean? It's not big money at the end of the day. These small little shows, you're barely making any money at all. So you got all your travelling expenses, and it just helps with all that. So it literally is not possible, without the sponsors.
Well, listen, a fantastic. Look at the state of him. His false tan is awful, by the way.
Boxed about an hour ago. He's still got his shirt off.
I can't find a jacket.
What about some clothes, lad?
This one, my kid's in a bit, so.
Come on.
Look at you. You're ripped up. Let me appreciate myself.
Seriously, Billington is anything with the camera and he's on it, isn't
Imagine at KFC, yeah.
Well, listen, Josh, congratulations on there he is. Congratulations on a great fight, a very mature fight. I got a funny feeling we'll have some good news soon, and you'll get back out again quick.
Thank you very much, mate. I appreciate your time.